Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to all. Welcome to all. Welcome to all. I'm gonna give everybody a minute to chime in, to chat in. I had a few problems with my setup, but now I am set and I am nice. Gonna give everybody a minute to chime in. You know what I mean? Got me sweating up in here. Ugh. What's up, YouTube? What's up, the book? How you doing? It is going down. Tonight is gonna be my inaugural live stream of Hillside, 1438 North Ninth, the podcast. And if you want to know where Hillside is from, Hillside Projects is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You know what I mean? And let me see if y'all can hear that. Give me a little feedback and tell me if you heard that cheer, that clap right there. I really would appreciate that. My name is Michael, the voice of choice, the man with the plan. And I'm a Gen X baby, Gen X, you know what I'm saying? Cross generational specialist. Shout out to my girl Tanaka Alexander for that. Because a lot of people have shaped me and view my ideas and things like that. So I'm gonna give everybody another minute or so to chime in, and we're about to talk about the things that normal people don't talk about. And we're gonna bump it up like that just a little bit, except for we're gonna take this off because a man with a gold mouthpiece deserves a gold microphone, you know? And I'm gonna chime in, I'm gonna let a few more people chime in. We got a few things to talk about tonight, and it's gonna be good. One thing about me, I'm gonna talk about the things that people don't normally talk about, and it's through my experiences and things like that. And that's just where I'm coming from, so it's gonna be a good thing. I'm gonna give everybody another minute because and I apologize. To be prompt is to be prepared. And you have to be on time. And sometimes I'm not on time, and I got to do better with that. Some of my clients will tell you about that because besides street talk and motivational speaking, I'm a master trainer with International Sports Sciences Association. I've been doing my craft for years, and I love what I do. So I'm gonna give everybody a minute to chime in. Let me put this down for a sec. Because it is hot. Yeah. So, what are we talking about tonight? And I will lay out the subject in 1 second. 1 second. I'm gonna give a few more people a chance to chime in, and we're gonna get it done, y'all. We are definitely gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. Uh-huh. And since tonight is the inaugural night, we got a cigar for starters. You know what I mean? You gotta have a little robust flavor. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna take a little shot to make it happen. Shout out to Drink Champs for that. You know what I'm saying? The one and only y'all. Can we get some? Nice. I definitely appreciate that. And the reason why I chose to do a podcast is because I've been through a multitude of experiences and I've seen a lot in life. And not only have I seen a lot, I've experienced a lot and I've tasted life and I know what it tastes like and I know what it feels like. There's many ups and downs and things like that. So we're gonna let a few more people chime in, as I get ready to do what I do. And if you have any comments or anything, whether it's negative or positive, please post them. You know what I mean? The world want to see what you got to say. And the reason why I named it, Hillside, 1438 North Ninth, the podcast. The reason why I named it that is because that's where I come from. I come from a legion of people. You know what I mean? When I say a legion, don't be sweating on camera. I come from a legion of people. Hillside Projects is located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And one thing about that, I was born in Chicago, Illinois. As you can see the shot behind me. My mother migrated from the Taylor's Projects to Hillside Projects, one projects to another project. But before we were on their projects, we were definitely on 21st and Brown. You know what I mean? You know, shout out. And let me know if y'all can hear those adverbs, antonyms that come up. Because tonight will definitely be about struggle food. If you ever had struggle food in your life, you will know what it is. Struggle food definitely. Struggle food is definitely something you don't want to go through in life, and I've been through struggle food, and we definitely gonna talk about it, because I'll tell you what that is on my wrist at the end, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people may not know what that is. It is a sundial. If you know what a sundial is, type into the comments, let me know, tell me what you think. And it's just something that pertains to my culture and things like that. And let me see who chiming in, because got to see, got to see. So let me open this window a little bit. Ooh, nice. Need a little air up in here because it is going down. Yes. Hmm. So if you're just now chiming in, if you just now chiming in, I am the voice of choice, Michael Coates, better known as Conversation, and welcome to Hillside, the podcast, 1438 North Ninth. And it can be said forward, it can be said backwards. And like I said, I come from a legion of people, and we as we've grown up, we've seen a multitude of things. I've seen a lot. Um, Struggle food. What was your struggle food? Was it sugar water? Was it syrup sandwiches? Was it the government cheese? Was it macaroni and butter? Was it just plain? Sometimes you had to make some sugar water just so your stomach could be full and you could go to sleep. You know what I mean? So definitely, oh yeah, we definitely got the noodles. We chiming in. Hey Angel, how you doing? We chiming in. She definitely talking about the noodles. If you had noodles or ramen noodles, you was doing good. I will say that. And hell, so definitely, we definitely got the noodles, but also, the sugar water and the syrup sandwiches. Who out there has sugar water? You know what I mean? Who out there know what a real syrup sandwich is? And it's times and things like that as you grow as a person. Hold on. Ooh, what's up, Angel? Hey, gotta stay with this new world. No, hot. Yeah, it's a little hot up in here. You know what I'm saying? It's a little hot up in here. And plus I'm nervous. So, I am what I am. I tell it like this. It is what it is, and what it ain't, it ain't. It'll never be. So with this being tonight, the inaugural, you know what I'm saying, broadcasting of Hillside, 1438 North Ninth, the podcast. And I'm your host with the most, the voice of choice. They call me Conversation, but my real name is Michael Coates. If you did not know, and like I said, I come from a legion of people. It's called Hillside Projects. Oh, I like it. I tell you, what's up, niece? Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I talk that, but I'm giving myself to the world because there's so much on my mind at times, and that I need to speak it and also be respectful of eating all of the cultures, at the same time. You know what I mean? What's up, Rob? How you doing, baby? And just speaking the gift. So, like I said, I'm a Gen X cross generational specialist. That's not saying cross dresser, cross generational. That means I grow across generation and I'm hot as hell. So with that said, going across generations and growing up in the 70s and 80s, and sometimes, all the right choices weren't made. You know what I mean? And did you hear what I said? Okay. You know what I mean? Just in the same token. And can y'all give me some feedback? Let me know if you can hear. If you're on YouTube, go to Michael Coates, 1438 North Ninth, the podcast. Or if you're on Facebook, go to Michael Coates, Michaelcoates, one of the best, the freshest. You know what I'm saying? When I was born, pimping was put down, if you didn't know. You know? And a few of the 73 baby, go ahead and give me some love up out there. You know what I'm saying? Much love to the 73 babies. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, and what it ain't, it'll never be. And we're gonna give a shout out to the fine makers of Remy Martin for the 1728, because whoo, we are feeling it today, baby. You know, and Hey Blue, yeah, that's the cat. So with that being said, you know, what was your delicacy and what was your main staple? And what I mean by that, what was your delicacy? Sometimes when we ran out of food, we would sit there, we had plenty of sugar. So when you run out of food sometimes and you're only getting $636, you know what I mean? You're only getting $636, from welfare in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm gonna give you a backdrop of who I am. My name is Michael Coates. I am the voice of choice. My friends call me conversation because, it is what it is, and everybody got their own as you grow up and you learn different things. And I've been fortunate enough to be educated in Wisconsin and Chicago and be amongst different educators. Shout out to Shalom High School, 1720, 25 North 18th Street, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And out to all my educators, shout out to Angela Curitan and a few other people like that I do know. You know what I mean? And as we struggling to strive, a few of us came from nothing, and then we grew up to have something and do a few things, and not only that, and not only that, I tell you. So we would run out of food. The man must have a gold microphone. And if you didn't know, you see the gold microphone? I want you to zoom in a little bit. Yeah. With all this money in my mouth, I better be talking about something because I'm $1 million town amongst $3 figures with $1 frowns. You know what I'm saying? What it do, Big Trinidad? Hey, shout out to my man Trinidad who's going through a lot right now. Most definitely send your loves and prayers out to my man. Most definitely send your loves and prayers out to my man. He's going through a lot in life, and it has to deal with life and death. So send some love as my guy. That's Big Trinity, the one and only. And if you want your sounds done, you go to Beast Sounds. It's in Cicero, Illinois. So look up Beast Sounds. Sugar sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? You take the sugar and you sprinkle on the bread, and then you dust it off. It looked like diamond dust. You know what I'm saying? What we are focused on today, Rob, we focused on struggle food. And if those of y'all out there, what was your struggle food? You know what I mean? Was it sugar water, syrup sandwiches? Was it macaroni and butter? Was it the government cheese sandwiches? You know what I'm saying? What was it? What was it? What's up, Jay? I want to say shout out to everybody that done chimed in. This is the inaugural broadcast of Hillside 1438 North Ninth, the podcast. And I am your host with the choice. You know what I'm saying? The voice of choice. So we're gonna get it done like that. And yeah, definitely. I want to give y'all a quick tour of the studio real fast because we definitely, I definitely, this is how it's looking up in here. I took my computer room and I opened up a window to the world so the world can see. You know what I mean? Just the window to the world. Booyah, what's up, Facebook? How it do, YouTube? You know? And why did I choose to do this now? I've been doing videos and things like that for 12 years, and I was old school. I'm taught old school. So we taught to go get a job, work that job, 40 hours, 80 hours, 120 hours a week. You work your finger to the bone to make somebody else rich. You know what I mean? I was taught, you know, go and give up 30, 40, 50 years of your life so somebody else can be important, so somebody else can stand on top of your head. Things like that. That's how America was set up, and that's the paradigm. So, as being born in Chicago in 1973 and moving to Milwaukee, I think we were about 4 or 5 when we moved to Milwaukee. 21st and Brown, then we went to Hillside Projects, and we came from the Taylors. What it do? Red buildings and all. You know what I mean? What's up, Preetha? What's up, Jay? I see y'all. And to everybody that just chimed in, welcome to my inaugural broadcast for Hillside 1438 North Ninth, the podcast. And I am the voice of choice, Michael Coates. But my friends call me Conversation. You know what I mean? If you did not know, tell your mama, tell your sister, tell a friend that the story's about to begin. It is what it is, and what it ain't, it'll never be. So, going from Chicago, Illinois to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, was one of the best things that ever happened to me in my life because I ended up in Hillside Project. Shout out to the side that they call the Hill, you know? And we went to 1438 North 9th Street, apartment 567. So that's why the podcast is called 1438 North Ninth, Hillside, the podcast. That's why it's called that. You know what I mean? Everything I do, I put a stamp on it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at my hand right there, and those that can see, that's a brand, And my brand, I'm a master trainer, International Sports Sciences Association. What's up, Cherokee? I'm out here doing this, baby, out here doing it. And just speaking about the things that we went through, and my topics, I'm a street talking motivational speaker. That's what I do. I come from the land where 10 toes down, stomp them towns, get down, move around. and we're gonna speak the gift, you know what I mean? And what's up, Aretha? Everybody that I see Spade, what I'm saying? Shout out to In the Lab podcast. We're gonna connect in a minute. It took me a while to get it up, but I got it done. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Rito? Nice to see you, baby. Adriana, one of Adriana's finest up in here. You know what I mean? So, I see you. What's your address? You know what I'm saying? Stomp down. So, with that being said, my mother, unfortunately, some choices were made, and we ended up on welfare. Say that again. We're gonna say welfare. It was. Did I hear a bird somewhere? What I said welfare, and there go them damn crows. Because when you're talking welfare, it wasn't fair, and you wasn't well. You got a short stipend like a damn soldier to take care of a certain amount of kids and a certain amount, of household things every month. I don't know how in the hell my mother made it on $636 a month with three kids. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know how she made it, just like that. But she did it. I want to give a shout out to my mama, the one and only my mama. Hey, mama, I love you. Hey, her name is Charmaine, the one and only Coates. And shout out to my pops, you know, my stepfather, what I'm saying, Robert Waterwall, the one and only, another man who stepped in to take care of a man's child when the original man couldn't do it. I love you, Pops, Samson Jack McKinley, but I got to call you on what you did. You know what I mean? Boom. Dad stands for dedicated and determined. That's why I call Robert Waterwall my dad. He was dedicated and determined to make sure I make it as a man. And he gave me certain keys that I need, to make it as a man. You know what I mean? So haha. And my man Rob, he said the struggle bars. So as we would go shopping and go down to Woolworths and the Grand Avenue Mall and things like that, and see the little bear up top, he was riding the wire. He was riding a little trampoline wire with a beer in one hand. I forgot what the hell he had on the other. Probably some food. But it is what it is. When the Grand Avenue Mall opened, the elevator, the escalator, should I say, it was glowing green. It was like the newest things than sliced butter bread was put in the oven. You call it toast, baby. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, she allocated so much money for our cheap ass clothes, for one thing about non-quality products. Non-quality products will keep breaking down and you have to keep reinvesting in it. That's how they kept us down. And if you don't know what that is, I'll tell you at the end, it is called a sundial. And if you look at my shirt, that is famous black mug You know what I'm saying? If you're into this type of wear, because I wear my culture. Black lives matter to me every goddamn day. Every day. I don't know about y'all, but I wake up with Black Lives Matter. I go to sleep with Black Lives Matter. I am Black Lives Matter. And I am a leader in this community and what I do. And I will stomp down on these streets and die for what I believe in. I ain't down for anything. You know what I mean? What's my perspective on growing up in Milwaukee and Chicago, Illinois? It's a correlation of the two, because when you put in ecosystems that are indifferent, you're not made to make it. So that's why today's subject is about struggle food. You know what I mean? So as my mother allocated out of those $636, I don't know how the hell we got them pro wings and things like that. So it is what it is, and what it ain't, it'll never be. Yeah. So look at me. I'm up here sweating like a white man at a black man's funeral. Do you see that? Whew, Lord, you gotta talk to me and tell me something, And it is what it is. So, we used to go to jail markets, get them cheap ass clothes, but you couldn't tell us they wasn't. You know what I mean? And my mother would go shopping. But then, like, I think only like $150 or 200 was allocated towards food. So that couldn't feed us. So we used to eat at St. Benedict's Church over there, over in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Shout out to St. Benedict's Church, because I grew up and I sat arm to arm and hand to hand with homeless people. And when I say we're homeless people, I mean homeless people, and it was a different type of homeless back then. They they were truly homeless, unfortunately, and choices being made, you know, and understanding the paradigms of making it. Shout out to Jesse Jefferson. That's my stepfather. He passed and ascended, as well as my brother Brian Fitzgerald Coates. Hey, I'm out here doing it, boy. I'm doing my thing in life, and to this day, no pot to throw away. No pot to throw. What they hold on. The famous slogan goes like this: "You ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of." Ain't that something? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Kim? Famous, famous. How you doing? We out here. And if you just now tuned in and chimed in, I will be going live every day on YouTube and the book at 6 p.m. This is the initial broadcast of 1438 North Night Hillside, the podcast. I'm your voice of choice, the host with the most, Michael Coates. But my friends call me Conversation. You know what I'm saying? Check yourself. Tell your mama, tell your sister, tell a friend. Tell them go on, chime in. Go on and hit up them likes, and do what we do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let your boy rise. I've been doing this for 12 years, except for I've been living on this big blue ball for 50. I'm a 73 baby, maybe, you know what I'm saying? But definitely it's a hip hop attitude, and 50 years of hip hop, 50 years of Michael Coates, and 50 years you didn't know was going down, you know? And like I said, if you got a go microphone, you better have a go mouthpiece, baby. Talk to me. Can you slide on me one time? You know, and so as the allocations were being made with the small amount of money that my mother was given or chose to accept, because welfare is a condition, it's a state of mind. It's a choice. And some, back then in the days, I don't know about y'all, but I was born in a paternity home called Florence Crittenden. It's located here in Chicago. It's on the west side. West side is the best side, the only side. You know what I mean? But except for I grew up on the north side of Milwaukee. So what's up, north side? And I live on the North Pole in the shop right now. It is what it is. Gonna put some lights up here to make it right. And like I said, today's topic is struggle food. What was your struggle food? You know what I mean? Oh my God. Hey, my man Jay said his short his little kids some $4 covers. Stand up if you didn't know. And I'm not gonna lie, on this initial broadcast, there's gonna be laughter. I'm not gonna cry on camera, but except for I get emotional. Baby, I'm sensitive. April 16th, I'm an Aries. Check yourself. You know, like I said, tell your mama I said hi, tell your auntie I said, do not ask why. And growing up in Hillside Projects, there's a few of us that know what that means. You, you know what I'm saying? Because believe me, when I was young, I'm telling you, I had some experiences to where a lady friend of mine, she is definitely sexy, beautiful. She used to take me through some things. She was sick, almost like goddamn predator. Flip around, do some things to me, and then I'm talking about go back to the strip. The strip is a flat land in a place called Hill to the Side, located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I appreciate. Oh yeah, that right there, that is the doggy and the cat. The doggy is with the X and the cat is with me. You know what I'm saying? That's my baby. Her name is Blue. And you can get at her at baby, BABYBLU 773 on Instagram. And if you want to get at me on now, it is OGBIGH2. That's what I do for security. I will choke your ass up at night. And doing the thing, I'm going to heal you. I'm going to take you through those reps and everything like that. Just give it to me again. I'm gonna kiss you on the cheek and make you complete. Either you're gonna lose the weight or you're gonna stay eating fat burgers and shakes. It is what it is. So, as I was saying, with the initial broadcast, that's who I am. That's where I'm coming from. And today, like I said, it's my struggle food. So we will run out of food about the 13th of every month. We run out of food guaranteed on the 13th of every month. Then we'll be at St. Benedict's, and me, Jesse, my little brother, my sister, and my mother wouldn't go. So we would wrap food up, take it back to them. They would scarf it down, what I'm saying, like lions on the Serengeti. Because hunger is not a good thing. When you go to bed with a hungry with an empty stomach is not a good thing. You can't study the next day. You can't focus. You're always looking. You're always hungry. Every time you see food, you know what I'm saying? You're looking like Scooby Doo. You know what I'm saying? Raggy, where are you? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, and what it ain't, it'll never be. So I knew we would run out of food at a certain point. So while the food was there, inadvertently, we would just be eating, eating, eating. Because sometimes it was nice to go to bed with your stomach hurting. You know what I mean? You know? My man, Mr. Sutherland said flip a chick struggles. And it's not fun. You can't concentrate. You laying there, your feet are cold, you sleeping on a box spring with golden Guernsey crates holding up the bed. I'm a Gen X baby. I'm gonna tell it to you how it is. And also, throughout the point of this podcast, it's a healing podcast. But not only is it a healing podcast, it's a purge. Because I'm a street talking motivational speaker. So, Les Brown, all you little underlings, make way. Big Daddy is here, and it's going down Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. And at 6 p.m., I'm going to talk about things that nobody else talks about. And most of those topics will go on for 3 successions. So for 3 Mondays, I might talk about struggle food. Tuesdays, you know what I'm saying? Talk about it Tuesday. I might talk about the grooming of one. Where does love really come from? Did love start outside the home, or is it inside the home? Did it start in the bathtub? Were you forced to share a bed with your sibling? You know what I'm saying? Where did love really start from? We're going to get it real, because I ain't lying. I'm telling everything. What you mean by that? I'm busting the head up off my black experience off of 1727 East 84th Street, Chicago, Illinois. That's my grandmama's house. Her name Irma, y'all. My grandfather named Big William. That's He's William Hildring. My last name is Coates. You know what I'm saying? I'm 66% Nigerian, and if you hadn't did your DNA, do your DNA just to know who you are and where you come from. You know, so I'm gonna open up the topics and the minds to where if you Gen X, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not Gen X, you probably won't. You know what I mean? Because you never had your tail whooped with a switch, a belt, or things like that. And even though we're gonna say it was discipline, I'm gonna say it was abuse, damn it. Because getting drugged down the street, you know what I'm saying, and getting whooped with extension cords ain't cool, is not cool. We was beat like we was running off the ship. You understand me? You know? And so yeah, this podcast does have a point. I'm not just on here rambling and just raving. I definitely created a focus for it. The platform is Street Talking Motivational Speaker. You know what I mean? Because I'm in the boardroom and I'm still on the street corner. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll slide and ride and glide, pick up that itchy and scratch your back. And in popular terms, that might be like, if you mess with me, I am not the one to mess with, Charles. You hear me, Charles? Yeah. So, and with that being said, you know, I can be grimy, but I also can be clean, baby. What's up, y'all? Nisa Yippee? I see you, Yippee. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in for the inaugural broadcast of 1438 North Night, the podcast. You know what I'm saying? And it's brought to you by the people of Hillside Projects. Holla at me, baby. Tell your mama I said hi. Tell your auntie I said, do not ask why. Because if your mama liked this, she might have told your auntie to get me too. Boom. So on to another things. We're gonna on to the next, on to the next. You know, it's not gonna just be me all the time. I'm definitely gonna have some real hustlers from out in the streets talking. I got two microphones up in here. We got another piece up in here. We're gonna show it like that. We got two microphones. You see that Green Bay Packers? Because when the higher power created the world, and on the seventh day he created the Packers. You know what I'm saying? So we back in the pack. Tell your mama I said that. Tell your sister, come here. It is what it is, and what it ain't, it'll never be. So that's what the platform is. Talking about the things that I grew up in Milwaukee. Oh, can you hear that? Oh my, bam. You know. And with that being said, you know, it definitely has a platform. So Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. I definitely want y'all to tune in for 1438 North Ninth, the podcast, brought to you by the voice of choice. You know what I'm saying? Michael Coates, better known as Conversation. And like I said, I've been doing this for 12 years. And that's where we're going with this. I'm going to bring up topics behind the black door of the black experience. What happens in this house stays in this house. No, it ain't, because I'm telling. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna name names, but I'm gonna name the situations and I'm gonna tell you how I feel. You know, uh, what's up, Tiff? I see you. And just things like that. And I embody so many people. There's so many people that I come from. You know, to from Hillside and Chicago and things like that. And I'm gonna tell you something. Family ain't just the people that got the blood running through their veins that call themselves your family, because most of your family ain't really your family. My family are the people that care about me, the people that I put in place for the people that lost their place who didn't care about me. You understand me? Because if you lost your place in my life, you will not be back. I fired you for a reason. You know what I mean? Don't go back to your ex-girlfriend, your ex-cousin, or your ex-uncles, or your ex-nothing. If you do, remember why you put an X in front of their names. It means don't mess with these people. You know what I'm saying? There's a crossing guard right there for a reason. Don't cross that street. You know, and like I said, we're gonna be going for about an hour. We're 31 minutes into the live stream, and if you just tuned in, my name is Michael Coates, the voice of choice. And this is my inaugural broadcast. For my podcast. I'm digging deep into the black experience. I'm digging deep behind the walls. What's done in here. What happens in this house stays in this house. I'm telling. You know. And then not only that though, it ain't too many people because I'm too big for that. I'm seeing we're gonna see it like that. Did you hear that? You know, and that's all I'm talking about. I'm definitely going to be connecting with a few of the podcasts, like my man Jimmy Spade on In the Lab Productions, In the Lab podcast. Definitely going to connect with him. He definitely, growing up in, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Hillside Projects, and we moving like that. So I had to open that up just to give y'all a little insight of who I am. I'm 50 years old, born in 73. That's the year Pippin was put down, but I am a Mac, baby, M-A-C-K, making a come up knowledge be. You know what I mean? That's why I say, tell your mama, I said, hi, tell your sister, I said, don't ask why. Shit, it is what it is. Man, who do that again? What'd you say? Was it funny? Take it like that. So Facebook, if you're not hearing the little idioms from what's going on in the book, I will have it ready next time. And don't think I ain't got a mouth full of money without a gold mouthpiece and a microphone. Check yourself, Tony. Stick yourself. Stick yourself. You know what I mean? Because boom. Now, that might be a little bipolar. Now, at the end of every month, on the 13th, we running out of food. So you look in the cabinet, the damn roaches, I'm talking about the roaches was gangster back in the 70s and 80s. The roaches will look at you and they'll sit there. You go to step on them damn roaches, they'll put their hands up and be like, nah, G, not today. Or you hit a little pop. Or, growing up in the projects, on both sides of the fence, you couldn't have the father in the house. So it was fatherless households. That's why most of these women now don't respect men, because of fatherless households and the breaking of the black experience and the black culture. Yeah, this is definitely called Famous Black Mugshots. That is the t-shirt that I'm wearing, and it comes from Melanin Apparel. So if you support your blackness and you wear your blackness every day, then you do what it takes. I am certified black. Black lives matter every day to me. If you didn't know, you better know. I'm a chocolate woman's desire. You got to love it. It is what it is. Okay. Right now, Big Chuck. We podcasting, baby. We're streaming, And what is this? What is this on my arm? Does anybody know what this is on my arm? This is a sundial. You need the latitude and you set it on the ground. These how the colonizers brought us here. They use this to articulate the movements of the sun and time, with the ships. Many of us jumped because they said we're not going. And the ones that did, we went through it. So definitely there are many bondages in life. And one of my bondages was the struggle food that I had to endure or I had to eat because there was no food in the house. When you open up the cabinet and roaches are the only thing you see, hell, them little motherfuckers, I apologize for the cursing, but roaches even look like they become edible when you're hungry. You know what I'm saying? Because hell, if it moves and eat, it might be a little protein in it, but never. I tell you that except for going to Camp Wicked Mason, I have had chocolate grasshoppers. I have eaten worms. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I think I eat some worms. There's down goes another one. Down goes the second one. I think I'll eat some worms. Yes, I am one of them. I was born in 73. So yes, I'm a conjunction junction. What's your function? I'm moving down the line and about to go. And one thing about Schoolhouse Rock and ABC and things like that, it was a different era, a different time, a different monogram. You know, I definitely want y'all to see that shirt right there. Those famous black people right there. And throughout the course of 30 days, you only got good food to eat for 2 weeks. Only for 2 weeks. Then after those 2 weeks, it's Joanne said, "Shut up." Joanne was around with the struggle food. We was in Hillside. We used to go to my auntie Joanne house and borrow lard and things like that. Man, please, you can't tell me. I can I come from the town where we go with a note that said, "My mama said, can she borrow some sugar? We need a cup of sugar." Or my mama said, "Can we borrow some oil?" You know what I mean? And the damn note felt like food stamps. You going over some people's house, shit, they struggling, but you can smell food in their house. Shit, every time I went over Aunt Joanne's house, they was cooking. Shout out to James. You know what I mean? But awesome. It is what it is. What is it? Awesome. So we're gonna say shout out, you know what I'm saying, to Drink Champs. I'm definitely gonna take a shot tonight. This is my inaugural broadcast, and I will definitely, I've been doing this so long. Not only am I unique enough, and not only am I special enough to do what I do, my point should be heard. Why? Because I come from a legion of people who can't always talk about or articulate what they feel or what they mean or what they can express. You know what I'm saying? I am a conduit. You know what I'm saying? Hillside Lamb Park, Mayflower Court, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Stand up, baby. It is what it is. No one be recognized. What's your address? You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't got no address, you just part of the city. You know what I mean? Projects babies are different. You know what I'm saying? We stick together. And then the ones that don't, like my man Mookie, who stole my glasses, and yeah, I'm gonna put that on it like that because my man threw away a 30-year friendship over some $1,200 glasses. Ain't that something? You rats. I ain't gonna cuss, you little rat. That's why I give you your space. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here to attack nobody or let them know, except for you throw 30 years of friendship away for an accessory. More power to you. You know what I'm saying? It's about time. And going through the black experience, borrowing sugar or going to the store, getting a pack of cigarettes on credit with just a note, man, it's a hell of a thing. What's up? Yep. Yeah, my Aunt Joanne over there cracking up because she know, damn it. Hey, my mother, hey, hell, my mother, I love her to death, but I'm talking about she used to crack that whip on us, boy. My Aunt Sherry and my Aunt Joanne used to be like, nah, you ain't gonna get at these kids today, you know? So much love to Brian Fitzgerald Coach. That's my little brother, y'all. If y'all didn't know, I'm B Coach, bro. Shout out to my sister Tashina, my nieces Angel and Toya, and my mama and my pops and the right side of my family. I love y'all. Mwah. You know what I'm saying? To all those people in my life that lost their positions and they call themselves my so-called family, I just want to say, please don't be on my page because you can't deal with me and I don't want to see you, you know? So unfortunately, if you love your position, it is what it is. Tell your mama, tell your sister, tell a friend. And why am I smiling? Because I done made some good choices in life, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? And I work hard and I keep moving. I'm a stamp down. You understand? You know? So when you on a stipend and you moving through life, you will know and understand what it means. You know, one person watch, hey, I ain't tripping. I'm so good, you know. You know, um back to it. You open the cabinet, them damn roaches running like 90 going north. And in Hillside Projects and Mr. Coffin and all them, I'm talking about them roaches be everywhere. You look at the bread on top of the refrigerator, it's almost stale. And you can definitely see the damn yeast in the bag rising. You understand what I'm saying? You can see the yeast in the bag rising. So that's telling you that the bread getting hard. So you would have to pick off the green pieces that look like this big piece of jade on my neck. You know what I'm saying? It's jade for all you knows that don't know, you understand? You know? And we're gonna take a shot for that one. You know what I mean? Booyah. Haha. We're gonna take a big shot for that. And shout out to my man Leon Rogers, you know what I'm saying, over out here in Chicago. You are hey, I'm reading everything. ah, so yeah. What's up? What's up, Shannon? I see you. You know, Hillside chiming in. Ah, so yeah. So Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. every night, I will be going live. You know what I mean? And probably during the day. I haven't figured out my time during the day, but it's probably gonna be between 6 and 8 a.m. You know, the podcast during the day is this is gonna talk about the issues of today. At night, talk Generation X, cross generational success and the things that I've seen. You know, and like I said, tonight's topic is about struggle food. So you look at you in the kitchen and you're looking at the refrigerator and the damn you open the refrigerator and you're like, hello, 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 hello. Is there any food in there? And the refrigerator looking at you like, hell no. If it was some damn food in here, you'd have been crunched it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Uh, we're gonna take that shot. What's up, Brian Fitzgerald Coates? I love you, baby. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know who it is, check yourself. It's my little brother. Whew. And by the way, I ain't got a look at hair on my chest. I'm a Mohican. I'm smooth as grooves, clean as a baby's bottom. So to the person I quit. No, I don't know who you are. I haven't seen your profile, so I'll look at your profile in a hot second. And what was your yeah, Kim, I definitely am. What was your struggle for the choice? Now, you had to now a confection, if you had syrup and or anything sweet to go on the bread, it was good. I would take the sugar. That was the yellow and white bag, the granulated sugar, because I got a photogenic memory. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna describe it to you. And I'm gonna tell you. And one thing I will say, I have a photogenic memory, so I'm gonna describe and orate to you in a beautiful, and exquisite fashion. I'm gonna take you on a vertical joyride. You know what I'm saying, like AMG would. You know what I'm saying? Much love to the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Much love to the East Coast. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You spit that gift. I come from the town. You know what I'm saying? $1 million figures with, $10. Me personally, I am $1 million man in a $10 town around $3 figures with $1 frowns. Check yourself if you didn't know it. Stick yourself, Tony. It is what it is. And also, I'm not going to talk outside of my experiences. I'm not going to give a point of view that I cannot or have not lived. You know what I'm saying? You know, at times, I'm super sensitive. So growing up, I wasn't always the toughest. Nah, when I grew up, I had the Martin Luther King effect. I was definitely not with the Malcolm X. You could hit me in my mouth, and plenty of people hit me in my mouth in Milwaukee before I decided to fight back. And they won't hit me in my motherfucking mouth right now. I tell you that. Most of them will not even come around. You know what I'm saying? So when you take somebody that's super intelligent and really sensitive, I'm sensitive. You know what I'm saying? You could punch me in the mouth, I'm good. You blow some powder on me, I might do something to you. You understand me? It is what it is, what it ain't, it'll never be. And as you're going through it, like I said, to go to sleep with an empty stomach is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. You can't make good choices, and it'll cause you to, we used to go into Salem Supermarket. Shout out to Salem Supermarket in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is no longer there on Vliet Street. And it's called knocking. Knocking was stealing. You know what I mean? We would go in there and knock some shortbread cookies, knock some meat, or knock some Vienna sausages or something. Because when you got around that corner, you ate. You know what I mean? And that's what we mean by get it out the mud. You go outside hungry and you come back in with a meal in your stomach. That's what it means by getting it out the mud. What it means by getting it out the mud, you wake up off the floor from a hard night's sleep in a blanket that had holes in it while it was cold. You didn't sleep good. You go outside, you come back in, you got on new clothes, you got a pocket full of money, you got a plan and a vision. That's called getting it out the mud. You understand me? That's what we do. That's where I come from. I've seen a bunch of the stomp downs and everything on 3rd Street and all that. When I grew up, it was called Fiffin, it was Fiffin. You got to put the fin for the VF, you know? And hell, I'm definitely gonna open up my life, my world, and everything that happened inside of the Black experience. I'm telling. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm telling. And what I mean, I'm telling, y'all should be worried for the people that did things to me, especially my uncle. I'm telling. And yes. What's up, Corey? How you doing? I see you, Jackie. Oh, what's up, I see you. There go my girl, Wanda. I know you like that black coat I gave you, don't you, baby? You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to pop that on because I got the matching one up here. And that was for my son. He ain't wanted, so I had to give it to somebody who did. Tell your mama, tell your sister, tell a friend. If you're just now tuning in, my name is Michael Coates, the voice of choice, and you are listening to the initial broadcast of 1438 North Ninth Hillside, the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, $1 million mouthpiece, you know what I'm saying, deserves $1 million microphone, you know? Oh, I give you a kiss on the jaw. Ah, and I'm a Midwest baby, so I only have my perspective of growing up in the Midwest. What is this? This is called the bank. Y'all may call it a grill. It ain't for thrills, and it ain't meant to cause no shrills. The bank is what got us through the Underground Railroad. The Underground Railroad was not free. Life was based on scales and the weighing, you know what I'm saying, of metallics and metals. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. So I know tonight is a little bit all over the place, except for I'm having fun. I'm bouncing my thoughts up off these walls, and it's totally focused. I am focused. I got my episodes down, planned everything. So I'm not just getting on here rambling. I have a point to what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. the voice of the choice. You know what I'm saying? Michael Coates, and like I said, you are listening to Hillside 1438 North Ninth, the podcast. And I am the voice of choice, Michael Coates. They call me Conversation BI, you know? So, like I said, tomorrow I'm definitely going on again around about 6 p.m. We're gonna continue struggle food tomorrow. Cause today, you understand me, was just letting you get to know who I am. Sam I am, green eggs and ham, Sam I am. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. And for the what's up, knock a knock, I see you, baby. And for those out there, that take your life by the horns and by the hands. I was taught to be an employee and to do that. I am a balls bitch. You know what I'm saying? Got 3 businesses running and got enough time to talk my ish and put this conversation up on. You know what I'm saying? $1 million mouthpiece deserves $1 million microphone. You know, and I'm a street talking motivational speaker. So make room. Big Daddy is here. I am here. You know what I'm saying? I'm confident, relevant, and I'm heaven sent. Talk to me, baby. You didn't know. So, like I said, if you want to know the shirt I got on, it's called Famous Black Mugshots. Go to Melanin Apparel, and support this back cause. Because, like I said, Black Lives Matter every day for me, baby. It is what it is. What it ain't, it'll never be. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. The voice of choice, Michael Coates, better known as Conversation. But uh, uh, you gotta love it. So even though, bam, tonight is just the introductory, you know, born in Chicago, I'm a Shy Willer, Chicago born, Wisconsin raised. Shout out to Brown Street, shout out to Hillside, shout out to Shalom High School and all my educators. Tell your mama I said I. And then not only that, the world is opening up. I'm punching the fabric of life. You got to come. You got to come. You got to come. You know? And what I mean by that is I'm gonna lay out the topic. I'm gonna discuss the topic. If anyone what up, Jermaine? I see you with your Greyhound bus driver self. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the people that I love in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and Chicago, Illinois, though the ones that matter. If you do not matter, you will not be hearing this podcast. And I'm definitely Facebook and all these social platforms, these are living eulogies. So while I'm on this big blue ball that they call Earth, I'm going to relate my experiences, my views, and my values. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have no worth, you will not come out of my mouth. You know that? And yeah, definitely. I'm a natural orator. I'm a natural conversationalist. I protect people. You know what I mean? I grew up, I was bullied. I used to hang out at Central Youth Library in Milwaukee, and it took me 4 years to go through all of the microfiche and microfilm. And one thing I can say, thank you to my bullies, because I done put my foot in y'all Aztecs every time I seen y'all after I gained my courage, then I walked in my light. You understand me? Bigfoot is here, Finfin. You didn't know? And the best thing about intelligence and confidence and courage, when you get the ICC Triple P International Cross Country Professional Flame Films, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Snooky for that. If you don't know who Big Snooky is, that's Fimp Snooky. You understand me? ICC Triple P. With a crown. You know what I'm saying? Got the cape. Got 2 on kneeling on your knees at the neck. You know what I'm saying? Holla back. You know what I'm saying? Talk for a while, stay for a minute. You know what I mean? But don't act like a bastard child. You know? So what I'm saying is, I was a little nervous. Except I had to reach back and talk to my friend Tanaka. I said, "Say, baby, I'm going to do this." She said, "Big, what about 5 more minutes?" You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to say, get out there. Whatever it is that you want to do, that you want to put into your life, make it real. Damn it, grab life by the horns, jump up off that building, get up out of doing monotony every day. If you're in the city you don't want to be in, move, go somewhere else. You know, um, we're not gonna say, we throw that away. I'm confident in my conversation. You know what I'm saying? I'm poignant in my poise. and I stand tall for what I believe in and what I do, you know. And I took my computer room and I created a window to the world so I could get out and speak and hopefully reach into somebody's heart with some of my experiences. I'm not here to condemn anybody or to point any fingers. These are my experiences. My name is Michael Maurice Coates. I'm an Aries, baby. 416 fire sign. If you need some courage and confidence, listen to Big Daddy. I'll talk to you, mama. I got you. ah, so yes, tomorrow we will be continuing this at 1438 North Ninth, the podcast. I am the voice of choice. My name is Michael Coates. They call me Conversation, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because if I get in your face, I'm a big dog. I'm a supporter. You know what I'm saying? I'm a whale. And what I mean by that is, it means I pay bills, baby. Tell your mama, tell your sister, tell a friend I said hi. The story's about to begin, you know? And this is my inaugural broadcast. It's about struggle food. We're going to continue struggle food the entire weekend. You know what I mean? If you got anything to say or any comments to views, if your grandkids get your phone, that's cool. Just tell your grandkids don't be sending me no weird text because I'm like, who the hell is that? Do I got to block them? So, definitely be in control of your social media, your multimedia devices, because if the wrong thing comes through, I will definitely be blocking that. What's up, T Quinn? You know what I'm saying? Living in a city, a shotgun, Chicago, busting brains ain't hard to explain. But then, whew, living there when it was going for skrill, keeping it real, pack of steel with that mass appeal. Yeah, that be me. You know what I'm saying? They call me conversation. You know what I mean? It is what it is. What it ain't, it'll never be. Tonight is my inaugural broadcast. Much love to all those that have ascended. And even just recently, I had to pause my broadcast for about a week because a friend of mine got taken from us, out of Hillside Projects. His name was Corey, better known as SIBO. Um, to Dexter and Sean and their family, my heart goes out to y'all, condolences, and things like that. And especially Trinidad Perez, great friend of mine, great brother. I'm out here building some things and I got to be a better friend. So I got to reach out to him as well. I own my and talk my And if you don't know who I am, I be the voice of choice, the one and only Michael Coates. And this is 1438 North Ninth Hillside, the podcast, and I wear what I do. You understand? I do what I am, you know? And if it ain't, I just never be. But I'll tell you right this now, not only am I creating my own reality and my own visions, I've been popping this. I've been popping this for a while, except for the way I was taught. I was taught to go do it in a brick and mortar building. There is equity in this new life. There's equity in AI. There's equity in these things. Create a platform, form a vision, and have some substance. I'm not just getting on here talking, you understand? But it will be some nights that, I just jack my Mac, you know? And it is what it is. Tonight is about struggle food. We're going to be continuing it tomorrow at 6 p.m. on 1438 North Ninth Hillside, the podcast. And I am the voice of choice, Michael Coates. They call me Conversation, bitch. Talk to me. Tell your mama, tell your sister, tell a friend that the story's about to begin. I'm busting ahead on the Black experience. You know what I'm saying? What it do, Lamb Park? You know what I mean? Shout out to the Franklin sisters. You know what I'm saying? It do what it is, and it do what it do. Um, we gonna end this in about 18 seconds. God bless y'all. Happy holidays. Take the time to be kind and be fruitful to those that have harmed you or even done something to you. Move away from them, but always protect yourself. I'm never gonna say, you know, open the door and let the bees come in while you full of honey, or open the door and you don't slip down a hill and fell on a pile of feces and let them get at you. Nah, Make sure you're respected in the highest degree. Make sure that everybody around you know your value and your pedigree. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, and what it ain't, it'll never be. My name is Michael Coates. I am the voice of choice, and you have tuned in to my inaugural broadcast of 1438 North Night Hillside, the podcast. And I love y'all. Peace, love, and blessings. Peace. I will see y'all tomorrow. Hillside, you know what I'm saying? What's your address? Peace.